Voisey, and I'm going to make a cobbler. A cobbler is a specific type of cocktail that dates back to very early stages of cocktail culture. We're talking about the 1820s, 1830s in the southern part of the USA. Now what happened was around about 1806, a guy called Frederick Tudor, who lived up in Boston, had the genius idea of harvesting ice in the wintertime, sticking it on a boat, taking it down to the southern part of the country where it was very hot and humid, and those guys were probably the most thirsty of all in the country, needed to ice down their cocktails. So what we have then is drinks like the julep, perhaps more famous, and also the cobbler. The word cobbler comes from the cobblestone looking like pieces of ice, which you can see on the top here. It's what we now know as crushed ice. But this was what the bartenders would do with the ice when they first got their hands on it. So the word cobbler comes from the look of the ice. But another thing about a cobbler is that technically it must have some kind of wine in it. And it was the sherry cobblers, sherry being a form of wine, that were the most famous from that era. So today I'm going to make a nice, refreshing summer-style cobbler. If you're throwing a summer cocktail party and you have some guests that really just love wine, this is the way to win them over. Starting off with some summertime strawberries. I've taken 2 plump strawberries, just cut them in half, and I'm going to add in some rhubarb infused simple syrup. Now this is what I've made at home, and you can do that easily too. First thing you need is some fresh rhubarb. Now this guy here has come straight off the farm, as you can see. What you want it to do is cut off the stalk of the rhubarb, you can discard that leaf, and we're going to run it through a juice extractor. When you do that, simply all the fibers will be discarded and you'll have a very intense, beautiful pink rhubarb juice. That then gets infused into a simple syrup, equal parts sugar and water, and you have something like this, a rhubarb infused simple syrup. So I'm going to add 1 ounce of that, about a ½ ounce of fresh lemon juice just to keep things in balance, and we're going to give that a quick muddle. And since the cobbler must use wine, what I'm going to use for the summertime is Lillet Blanc, the quintessential French aperitif from the Bordeaux region in France. A fortified wine, so a little stronger than a regular wine. And we can add about 3 ounces of this, a little more than you might a spirit because it's lower in alcohol. Now we'll give that a quick shake and then we're ready to serve. Just combine those. And the crushed ice, of course, keeps the drink nice and cold, so it really is a winner for a hot day. We'll strain that here. With the cobbler, what they used to do is go overboard with garnishes, so we're going to stick in a little piece of pineapple. We'll put in a strawberry to recognize the ingredients we've used. What else have we got here? Maybe a couple of blueberries. Just use whatever you have that's fresh and fun. Maybe a little piece of mint that will give a little spank just to release those aromas. So there you have the strawberry rhubarb cobbler, a great summertime wine-based cocktail. Cheers.